Welcome back to BikeBeat. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the boldest moves Harley-Davidson has made in years, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Sportster S. This bike isn't just a new model, it's Harley's way of proving that it can evolve, adapt, and still keep its soul intact. For decades, the Sportster name stood for the entry point into Harley ownership: air-cooled simplicity, raw charm, and unmistakable attitude. But the 2025 Sportster S takes that formula, tears it apart, and rebuilds it into something that can compete with modern performance machines. Let's start with the beating heart of this beast, the Revolution Max 1250T engine. It's a 1,250 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin that cranks out around 121 horsepower and about 93 foot-pounds of torque. If you've ever ridden an older air-cooled Sportster, those numbers might make your head spin. This isn't the slow, heavy Harley of the past, this is a genuine performance bike wrapped in cruiser clothing. The engine revs freely, feels smooth even at high RPM, and has an incredibly broad torque curve. It pulls hard in the mid-range, right where you need it for real-world riding, whether you're carving through back roads or blasting down the highway. Power delivery is clean and precise thanks to Harley's ride-by-wire system. You can choose between multiple ride modes: sport, road, and rain, and each one adjusts throttle sensitivity, power delivery, and traction control to suit your conditions. Sport mode sharpens everything, giving you that immediate throttle response that feels alive. Rain mode softens things up for slippery conditions, and road mode strikes a balance between excitement and control. It's a far cry from the bare-bones machines Harley once built. What really stands out is how refined the Revolution Max engine feels. There's still that Harley soul, a throaty, muscular soundtrack, but the harsh vibrations and mechanical roughness of the past are gone. It's smoother, cleaner, and more advanced, yet it still has personality. Harley added dual overhead cams and variable valve timing, which means the power band is wide and flexible. You don't have to constantly shift to keep it in the sweet spot, it just pulls and pulls. The chassis is another area where Harley stepped up its game. The engine is a stressed member of the frame, meaning it adds rigidity while cutting down on weight. The result is sharper handling and better stability. The Sportster S weighs in at around 228 kilograms wet, light for a Harley, and you feel that as soon as you roll off the line. It's nimble, quick to turn, and confidence-inspiring. Braking performance is solid, handled by Brembo components. Up front, you've got a single 320mm disc with a 4-piston monoblock caliper, and at the rear, a 260mm disc with a 2-piston caliper. The feel is progressive and strong, giving you plenty of confidence to brake late and lean deep. Cornering ABS ensures you stay in control even when things get sketchy. Suspension duties are taken care of by Showa 43mm inverted forks up front and a rear monoshock with preload adjustment. The front is fully adjustable for compression and rebound, letting you fine-tune it for your riding style. The setup is on the firm side, which helps when you're pushing hard through twisty roads, but it does transmit bumps and potholes pretty clearly on rough surfaces. It's a performance compromise. This bike is meant to be sporty, not plush. Now, let's talk about handling. The first thing you notice is the massive front tire. It's a 160 section, the same width as many rear tires on other bikes. It gives the Sportster S a distinctive stance and a bit of a learning curve. The steering feels a little heavy at parking lot speeds, but once you're moving, it's surprisingly agile. You can lean it far more than any Harley from a decade ago, and it feels composed through fast sweepers and tight bends alike. The low center of gravity helps too, keeping the bike stable and planted. Where the Sportster S really stands apart is in its design. This thing looks like it was carved from a single block of metal. The stance is aggressive and compact: a stubby tail, a low-slung seat, a wide front end, and a pair of high-mounted exhausts that pay tribute to Harley's flat-track heritage. Everything about it screams muscle. The LED headlight up front is slim and futuristic, framed by beefy forks in minimal bodywork. There's no mistaking it for anything else on the road. The quality of the fit and finish is classic Harley. The welds are clean, the paintwork is deep and glossy, and the details, from the machined engine covers to the LED indicators, all look premium. Harley might be reinventing the Sportster, but they haven't forgotten how to make a bike that feels special when you're standing next to it. Swing a leg over, and you're greeted with a low 755mm seat height. It's easy to flat-foot at stops, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The handlebars are fairly low and wide, giving you an aggressive yet manageable riding posture. The standard mid-controls feel natural for spirited riding, but Harley offers optional forward controls for those who prefer a more laid-back position. Comfort is decent for short to medium rides, though on longer hauls, the firm suspension and compact seating might have you taking breaks more often. Front and center, you've got a round 4-inch full-color TFT display. It's crisp, clear, and packed with information. You can view your speed, RPM, fuel range, riding mode, and trip data, and if you pair it with the Harley-Davidson app, you'll get turn-by-turn navigation, music, and call controls. It's intuitive, and the handlebar buttons make it easy to navigate without distraction. The bike also features keyless ignition. Just keep the fob in your pocket, hit the starter, and you're good to go. The exhaust note deserves its own mention. It's deep and purposeful, with just enough bark to make you smile every time you roll on the throttle. It's modern, but still unmistakably Harley, mechanical, raw, and emotional. It's the kind of sound that reminds you this isn't just another high-tech motorcycle. It's a Harley with fire in its veins. Now, no bike is perfect, and the Sportster S has its compromises. The most obvious one is the fuel tank. At just 11.8 liters, you're going to be making frequent stops if you're riding long distances. That small tank is a byproduct of the bike's design. It's sleek and compact, but that means limited capacity. The suspension, while great for performance riding, can feel punishing on rough roads. And while the seat height is accessible, taller riders might find the ergonomics a bit cramped, especially with mid-controls. Still, the overall experience outweighs these drawbacks. The Sportster S feels like a completely new kind of Harley, one that appeals not just to loyalists but also to riders who might have never considered the brand before. It's sporty, stylish, and sophisticated, yet it retains that unmistakable Harley attitude. As for the price, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Sportster S starts at about $15,999 in the United States. Depending on color options and location, that can edge a bit higher. It's not cheap, but when you look at what you're getting, a liquid-cooled 121 horsepower V-twin, premium components, modern electronics, and a stunning design, it starts to make sense. It's a premium performance cruiser for riders who want something with character. The biggest takeaway here is that Harley is evolving. The Sportster S is proof that the brand can honor its past while moving boldly into the future. It's not trying to be an old-school Harley with new paint, it's a reimagined machine built for a new generation of riders who value performance as much as presence. It's muscular, modern, and unapologetically different. That's our deep dive into the 2025 Harley-Davidson Sportster S. It's bold, modern, and powerful, exactly what Harley needed to remind the world that American muscle can still turn heads and thrill riders. Thanks for watching BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth rides, reviews, and everything on two wheels. Ride safe, ride smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.